Good morning. Happy Thursday, guys. Hope you're doing well today. Wanted to come on with this topic of just keep on serving. I was reading a post from Jagdish earlier this week. Her grandmother recently passed away, and she was saying and talking about how she had adapted Dory's song from, Finding Nemo, Dory from Finding Nemo, the song of Just Keep Swimming. She she adapted it to Just Keep Singing, because she was going through the pain of losing her grandmother, and she was like, "This is the thing that's going to get me through." Good morning, Nicole. And so, I was doing my free writing exercise yesterday, and the thing that came to me was just keep serving. And that was the guidance that I kept, that I received, and was told that that was going to be the message that I shared today. And very interestingly, or not so interestingly, but very synchronistically, the lesson today from Marianne Williamson's A Year of Miracles is on finding your calling, and how we don't have any competitors on a spiritual plane. Basically, we each are a unique expression of the mind of God, and when we don't step into our role, we are basically not being in service to the world in the way that we were meant to be. We each have our own particular function in the universe, and only we can do the job that we've been tasked to do. And I know on this road, especially if you're out here as an entrepreneur or whatever, it's very, very hard to feel like you can make a difference. Sometimes you look left, you look right, seems like everyone else is like running for the finish line, and like you're just barely tying your shoes. And there's this intense feeling of like, do I need to just give up? Do I need to just throw in the towel here? Like, it doesn't seem like anything's working for me. It doesn't seem like people want what I'm sharing. It doesn't seem like people are willing to compensate me for that service. Like, why am I gonna keep doing it, right? But the guidance that I received is, we don't necessarily have to worry about people compensating us. The compensation will come regardless. It'll come in weird ways, like from other people pouring into us, like getting things for free, if you will. The compensation will come. That just happened to me even recently. I was able to get free coaching from people. That to me was me being kind of compensated by the universe for what I had done, because hey, I would love to hire somebody, right? But we don't all have the funds to do as much as we want to do. And so that was a blessing to me to be able to receive that free coaching. And I have so many friends in the coaching world. Like, it's very easy for us to go back and forth with bartering things. Like, okay, yeah, I'll do an oracle card reading for you. You give me an hour's worth of coaching service or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to be compensated that are other than just getting clients. And we've got to open our mindset to that when we serve. But I do think that there are certain ones of us, and I was one of these people, especially last year, that we're so focused on what we can get from the situation that we basically miss out on the ability to serve. And this came up recently for me when I had a friend who was like, I was offering this person the ability to come share on this particular topic, And before I could, like really, I was like, yeah, like, why don't you come in and share? The person was like, oh yeah. And I'll just take, 50% of the profits of this course, that I'm coming to share on. And the person was like, the person that was talking to me was like, I created the whole course. Like, what are they talking about 50%? And I was like, like maybe you need to do another one, like something that y'all can do together where you can parse it out. And she explained, she was like, no, I basically told this person, hey, I've created this course, it's cool, whatever, I don't know about that. And the person was like, well, maybe we can just do an hourly rate. Good morning, Andrea. And she was like, I don't need you for an hour. I was just offering this as a basically as a service to you. I wasn't offering it to have to, like, pay you. I thought this would help you out. And, I thought I was serving, and the other person is just like out there to get. And, what I was telling her too is, don't look at them in such a negative light, because that's all they know. Like, if you're coming primarily from a corporate background, all you do know is to get. I mean, that's like I said, that's where I was last year. I was not necessarily focusing on how I served. I was more so focusing on how I could get people to buy what I was selling. And like my whole like viewpoint has changed this year. You guys know, like, I don't really offer a lot. When I do offer it, it's something that I really feel like is very meaningful and something that I have a huge passion for. And so, does it hurt when people don't buy it? Yeah, absolutely. And there have been times where I've gone, seriously, like, what am I meant to be continuing to do this thing? Because nobody seems to want what it is that I'm sharing. But again, I spoke to you guys about this, I think last week, about the rare success. Everyone is not, at that point in their lives where they realize they need something. And so what I am putting out there might not be for the masses just yet, because they haven't gotten there yet, right? And it's fine, but my job is to stay on focusing on service, to just keep serving in whatever capacity that means. That's one of the reasons why, when Andrea suggested, the meditation circles and things like that, I jumped on it. I just want to serve. I just want to be out there. I want to be helping. Yeah, I'm not making any money from it. We're not making any money from it. But guess what? I feel like so good being able to give something that I love to others, and to hopefully make them feel better through doing it. Like, that's the whole point of it, right? So, today I just really want you guys to recognize that, yeah, you might not be compensated in the way that you wish. You might not have the millions of clients that you wish to have, but just keep on serving. Keep asking for the universe to use you. It will, in the most fantastic of ways. I even pulled Rebecca Campbell's Light is the New Black, because I was like, she has something on being of service, and lo and behold, she did. But she was talking about it, how the simplest of things can create a ripple effect. And Gabby talks about this as well. Throwing that little stone can create this huge ripple out. And we don't even know it yet. Her story is about her, like, I don't even know year 7. So her 7th grade English teacher gave her the assignment to write a book. They wrote a book, and it was for kindergartners to read, right? But she says that book, like, kind of helped her when she was writing this book. Her mother brought it over to her when she was writing this book to show her, hey, you're already an author. You don't have to, have this daunting task of, oh my God, like, I'm trying to write a book. I've never done this before. No, you have done it before. You just did it when you were in 7th grade. And she was talking about how her teacher doing that small project with her created this huge ripple effect that now she's a teacher. She's a teacher to all of us through her books, through her workshops and courses. And so that's something that, you know, when she was in year 7, I'm sure her teacher never imagined that that could be where she was, but that is where she was. And it was only because the teacher took the time to say, you know what, I want to do this thing so these kids feel like they've accomplished something. And obviously it was at school, so they didn't have to pay any extra money other than at school, right? I'm reading Andrea's comment. Yes, I agree so much. Thank you. I love you too. I'm grateful you are in my life as well. Like, you have taught me so much, and I, like, seriously, like, I'm so proud of you. Like, I can't even express it enough. But that's exactly it, Andrea. Like, I do feel like I'm planting seeds right now. And when it's what I talked about with the rare success, like, I'm building the foundations right now, you know, and when it's time, the floodgates will open and it'll be all good, you know. And in the meantime, while I'm waiting on that, like, I do the thing that's going to help me to not be stressed out while waiting for that, right? Because I know a lot of us have kind of gotten into that mode with a lot of this, you know, Spirit Junkie and different other organizations. We feel like, hey, this should be my livelihood. This should be the only way that I make money. And that's not necessarily true. And eventually it might be there. Eventually it might be there to be your total, you know, your completely livelihood is made off of this. But, you know, I look back at people like Marianne Williamson. Marianne Williamson was like, I was a secretary and I taught A Course in Miracles on the weekend. Like, and it just so happened that, you know, I reached out to a group of AIDS patients in you know, California, and they kind of donated. They would donate for me to teach on A Course in Miracles. And she was like, I started making money from their donations, and then the donations outweighed what I was making at my job as a secretary, and that's how I quit. Like, she didn't just say, you know what, I'm gonna teach to the masses. I'm quitting my job and I'm going forth, you know? Like, it was because the donations toppled what she was making at her secretarial position that she decided, you know what, I will devote my life to this. I will devote in service to this. And then obviously she wrote a book. The book got picked up by Oprah, blew up. Like, that made her even more, you know, well-known and famous. But, like, she talks about that. She talks about how a lot of us are getting the cart before the horse. And we have to realize we have to build that foundation. And you know, I'm not saying that there are people that don't just run out the gate and they're super duper successful and, like, they don't ever have to, you know, worry about this thing and they can just flow over easily. I'm not saying that. There are definitely people that can do it. I believe that there are people that can do it. I believe my trajectory is more like Marianne's, in the sense that I really need to build that foundation. Why? Because I want something lasting. I want something that is not going to go away in a year or two. I want something that remains for the duration. And if I want that, then I want to build it the proper way, you know? So I hope that encourages you guys today. I hope that you do just keep on serving in whatever capacity. Andrea, like I said, your group is amazing. The stuff that you put in there, the shares that you do, the fact that you came up with this whole idea of doing these meditation circles is unparalleled. Like, I think it's amazing. And you know, I'm just so happy to be a part of it and to do it with you and to just serve in the capacity that that I have. You know, it's something that I'm going with the guidance, you know, what feels good to me right now. And this feels good to me. So I hope that encourages you guys today. I feel free to share this out to anybody that might need to hear it. I know sometimes our spiritual entrepreneur friends get down on themselves and think, oh my God, like I want to give up. And this is the message to tell them to keep going. So if you know that they need to hear it, feel free to share it with them. Feel free to, you know, tag them over here if you're, you know, wanting them to find it or whatever, that's fine as well. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Nicole, I know you're on. I'm literally about to head to HEB right now because supposedly the Selena reusable bags go on sale today. So I'm hoping I can get some. I know they have them online too, but the shipping price is like more than the bag. So I'm going to try to go to the physical HEB to get a reusable bag with Selena on it because I'm obsessed. But I hope that you guys have a great day today, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Love you guys.